Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, of course, Mr. Backwoods. So we are here today for part 2 of the chicken coop build. If you didn't get a chance to check it out, go check out part 1. It'll kind of give you an idea of how we got to this point right here. And we had some pretty cool content in there with me chopping down those power poles on the side of my house. Yeah, let's just say risky business. But thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate y'all joining in and checking out this build. I'm excited for this project. I'm excited to get those chickens into their new home. So thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And let's jump right into this thing. Alright, before we get too deep into this video, I just wanted to let y'all know about something that was bothering me. So, this cheap roofing tin, we were trying to stay, very low in cost for a $100 budget. I haven't used this wavy stuff before, but I noticed that it was kind of bowed in between these main rafters here. So in between them, it was kind of sagging a bit. Now, we tried to put these blocks in here to prevent that. Well, it didn't exactly prevent it as much as I wanted. So this morning, I came back in and I put a couple of boards in between to straighten out this roofing line. It's not something that would have affected it. It's purely aesthetic. But I'm a stickler for things like that, so I just wanted to let y'all know we took care of that. And now we're going to jump onto the back side of the coop and try to get us a hatch cut in there. Alright, you guys, as you will see, we got this thing marked out here and here. I went 8 inches in from each side of the coop. I will be tying these 2 boards together, and that will essentially be our hinged door so that we can access our eggs. I will be doing a little bit of framing on the inside to keep this as well as these 2 in place, so that way everything is nice and solid. Let's get to it, you guys. Alright, you guys, we got the main door cut out here, so what we're going to do now is just take a couple of scrap pieces of wood. Got all this very flimsy now since we cut out that door, and we're just going to attach everything to this, throw a couple screws over here, one to the main frame of the floor as well, and that way everything's nice and solid when we put this door in. So let's get to it. you will see, I got these two boards tied together. We're going to go ahead and throw some hinges up here and throw a latch down here. All of these items I found in my shed that I just had laying around, so it did not affect the budget at all. All right, so we got the latch and the hinges on. I'm happy with this. The door swings open and it actually works. Like I say, I will come back with like a carabiner or something to hold this latch, but as you can see, we could get in, get our eggs, close it back up, and of course, latch it too. So I think our chickens will be safe and sound. All right, we are gonna make a small ramp for the chickens to get into the coop itself. All I'm gonna do is take one single board and I'm gonna space out some little pieces I cut so that essentially they got a little bit of, some traction. They can actually have a little grip and some ledges to climb up into the coop. So let's get started tacking these things in. Alright, so as you can see, we got our little ramp built. It is very simple, but yet very effective. So that's going to be all we need for the chickens to get in the coop. Now, we're going to get started trimming this thing out. Once we get done with this trim, the coop itself will be 100% completed. Then it'll be time to get started on the outdoor portion of this project. So let's get to work on this trim, and we'll see y'all there. All right, you guys, it is super hot out here. I'm sweating like a pig. We got this thing trimmed out, as you'll see, on all the corners. Got it trimmed out. Got the backside trimmed out as well. So I'm very pleased with the progress. That will essentially complete the actual coop build. Now we're going to come back tomorrow and we're going to start on the outer perimeter. As far as it goes, the chicken coop is completed. We just got to come and do the outside part of this project. But it is super hot, y'all. It is Father's Day. I'm going to go inside and enjoy some time with the family, the wife and kids. I'm honestly super blessed to have the family that I do. So I'm going to go spend some time with them. And with that being said, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. I truly, truly mean that. And we will see you guys tomorrow when we start on the outside. Alright, we're back out here at the chicken coop. We're going to continue on this build. We got to get it marked out for where our outer posts are going to go. We're only going to do about a 2-foot high chicken walk area. Basically just an enclosed pen wrapped around the bottom of the coop. And out here it'll be about 2 foot tall. Be a nice little area for the chickens to come outside and hang out, eat insects, get some sunlight, and what have you. So we're going to get started on this and do some measuring and mark out some spots for these posts. so we got these metal poles cut up. These were actually the poles that came off of those giant telephone poles. It was used to hold the antenna like 50 feet up in the air. But they were no easy chore to cut. But as you see, I have them laid out. I'm going to be screwing them directly to the top of these posts. And there's really no rhyme or reason behind this or the way I'm doing it. It is just kind of going with the flow. So you'll see that piece of wood I put, so we have something to drape the hardware cloth over, and that way they have access to the door as well. And then we will frame up the back with some wood and some chicken wire as well. But I just wanted to give you guys an idea of where I was at and what I was doing with these poles. The reason they were so difficult to cut, yeah, look at that. They are literally 2 pipes in one. So as far as strength and durability, yeah, you could literally sit on that thing and it won't even bend at all. Alright, a slight break in the action. We started getting rained on. I mean, it was coming down, but it only lasted 10-15 minutes, so we are right back at it. We are about to trench out a trench in between each of these posts so that we can slide these boards down in the ground. Like I say, I want to put them about halfway in the ground so no critters can dig under, but we also have something up above ground to staple our hardware cloth to. And also, the critters we're concerned about are mostly raccoons. We do have some foxes around here on occasion. Coyotes. Coyotes are very plentiful in this area. You can literally come outside and hear them howling at night. We do have wild hogs, a heavy population of wild boar, but I don't tend to worry about them too much with eating my chickens. But yeah, coyotes, I do tend to worry about. So we're going to take every measure we can to try to prevent any critters from getting in here with these chickens. Well, let's get to it. Alright, you guys, welcome to the final day of the build. I want to get this thing wrapped up today. We got most of the labor-intensive work done. Now it's a matter of just attaching the poles to these posts. I'm going to screw in these bottom boards to the post as well. And then we got to wrap this thing with chicken wire. And the chickens, yeah, they're growing bigger by the day, so we have got to get them into their new home. They're not in a small enclosure right now, but they are definitely outgrowing it fast. So let's get to work and get this thing finished. So we have got everything tightened down, screwed in. Everything is nice and tight and well put together here. On the pipes, I just set a screw on each side of it. They are very well snug, and those pipes are extremely heavy, so they will not be going anywhere. They're mainly for structural support to wrap the actual hardware cloth or chicken wire over the top of, just to give it some support so it doesn't buckle. But wanted to show you guys the hardware cloth I got. So I got 2 foot by 24 feet. This was at Lowe's. I want to say it was 25-30 bucks. And up until this point, I had kept our budget at $100. But it's starting to rain a little bit. But we're going to continue on. I went over, okay? So here's what happened. I ended up needing another bundle of hardware cloth. I went to my local Ace. They didn't have exactly what I needed. So I picked this up. It is Poultry Fence. This was 23 bucks. It is 3 foot by 25 feet. So I'm going to use it for the top part, you know, more of the aerial coverage on the chicken coop. I think it'll work just fine, but I do want to say I'm completely transparent on my channel and my videos. I went over budget by about $25. So total cost for me on this, $125. But we're going to get started with this hardware cloth. I'm going to use the more durable metal chicken wire along the bottom. And I'm going to use this stuff over the top. But let's jump into it and try to get this thing wrapped up. right, you guys, as you will see, we got the metal all attached on the bottom, stapled to the bottom boards, which are buried 6 inches or so under the ground. And then we got the plastic chicken wire. It is stapled all to the chicken coop, of course stapled to the top support beam there. And we actually use not twisty ties, but zip ties to attach all of it together, as you'll see here. And it turned out fantastic. Now, I know it might not be the prettiest thing in the world, but when you're doing homesteading, you're doing farming, you're keeping any kind of creatures like this, look, it's not about what it looks like, it is about the functionality of this, and I guarantee you my chickens will be safe. So I'm going to get all these tools and stuff cleaned up, and we're going to let these chickens loose in their new home. We'll see y'all there. Alright, got him. Let's throw him out. Be careful. Alright. Good. Kind of getting frightened by the lighting trees on fire. Don't let Goober out. It's doable. I think it'll be a little frightening because the trees have grown in a little bit more, but I don't think it will.
I can bring you my fire hydrant from the station.
You make a video too, like that was supposed.
What's going on, you guys? We are here at the end of the video. We got the chicken coop wrapped up yesterday evening. It was about 8:30 when we finally got the chicks in their new home. So I'm here the next day, gonna close this video out, get this thing edited and put it out so you guys can check out the new chicken coop. It is a practical coop. It is not a I need this to look pretty kind of coop. I feel like the carpentry on it is fantastic. I'm very happy with the way it turned out, but I did not build this for something to look pretty. I built it to protect my chickens, and you know, with the way we went above and beyond, especially with burying these boards in the ground so no predators can dig underneath, I'm very happy with that. I can sleep well at night knowing that these chickens are gonna be okay. So I hope y'all enjoyed this project. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. We got some new things in the works. I actually got a new GoPro in the mail yesterday, and I got a tripod for it. I got a little gimbal deal, a new mic, everything. So I'm pretty sure that I'm going to end up with a little bit better quality content just because of it. I have tested it out already, and yeah, I'm already falling in love with that GoPro. So y'all look forward to that. I truly appreciate you guys hanging out. I've also been pondering the idea of doing a secondary channel, a little more in depth, you know, a little more getting to know Mr. Backwoods, you know, the history of my life, what I've come from, where I've came from, what I've been through to get to this point in my life. I'm a ripe old 37 years old, and there's quite a story to lead up to this point. And yeah, I'm kind of crazy when it comes to risk taking, making decisions, and perhaps some of you would like to know that story. So I'm thinking about a secondary channel. I'm thinking perhaps beyond Backwoods, beyond Mr. Backwoods, Mr. Backwoods and beyond, something of that nature. Y'all shoot some comments down below and let me know what y'all think, or if y'all would even be interested in that. You know, it's some ups and downs, some highs, some lows, but every story has that. And if y'all would be interested in a little podcast type, just talking channel to get to know me and where my life has been and what led to this point, y'all throw it in the comments below. But we're going to call this one done. They are happy. They got feed and water. Now, let's just hope they'll figure out how to use their step ladder here to get in the coop, because I have not seen one of them in the coop yet. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Can't thank y'all enough. You already know I could not do this without you guys. So much love, y'all, and we'll see y'all on the next one.